What's up, guys? Cowboy here. Welcome to the latest edition of A Hunter's Guide to PUBG. This episode is a little different in that I won't be talking about a specific location, but instead describing some fighting techniques that can be applied anywhere. Before I get started, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me out a lot. Now, today's video is all about maximizing your advantage. The first type of advantage I'll mention briefly is the element of surprise. Now, catching an enemy player off guard is the biggest advantage you can have. You should do it whenever possible. You can do this by being quiet and waiting for an enemy to appear when you know where they are. Or you can do it by occupying an area where you know enemies are likely to appear and setting a trap. The second type of advantage you should always try and use is called Peeker's Advantage. What is Peeker's Advantage? Now, if you want all the details, I'm putting a link in my video description to Wacky Jackie's video that goes very in depth. I'll summarize by saying it's a function of the netcode and the game mechanics that gives a slight advantage to the first player to move. For example, a stationary player has a disadvantage over a player who's actively peeking. Now, how can we use this to our advantage as hunters? We do this by using a technique that I call rolling the corners. When you're using cover, you should be peeking the edges of your cover by rolling your mouse in a curved motion around the corner. The most important thing to focus on when doing this is keeping your crosshair glued to the edges of your cover as you peek. If you leave daylight in between the corner and your crosshair, you're overexposing yourself to the enemy. You want to focus on crosshair discipline and keep your crosshair right on the corner as you rotate around it. Don't hold your peek, roll out, and come back in. Every time you repeat this, you're putting the game mechanics and netcode on your side. I've heard people say that you shouldn't re-peek the same angle, but that's not true if you can roll the corner tight enough. By doing this, you're taking full advantage of the cover you have and controlling an area using an aggressive defensive posture. This works with anything from a shotgun from 5 feet away to a sniper rifle 400 meters out. If you stay tight to the corner, you've always got Peeker's Advantage on your side. I've personally seen a big improvement in my play since focusing on this. This type of area control works great for two reasons. First, there are a lot of kids playing PUBG that simply can't sit still and will attack you and overextend themselves. Secondly, there's a widespread attitude by PUBG players that adopting any type of defensive posture or holding an area for strategic reasons means that you're a camper, you're a wimp, you're a bad player.
Fucking pussy.
What the fuck you talking about? Oh, you're salty?
I'm the only one who moved! You guys are just sitting here showing each other your dicks!
That's how you play the game, bro.
Oh, this game sucks.
Players will in many cases be overly aggressive to avoid being considered a camper, and this works in our favor as hunters. If you look at PUBG as a cover-based shooter and always seek out and use cover effectively, you'll be giving yourself an advantage in every situation and even against the most highly skilled players.
Oh! Yes, I love you guys! I love you guys, man!
That's all I've got for you guys. Thank you for watching. Please let me know if this helps your game. And until next time, good hunting. I'll see you on the battlegrounds.